The United Nations says it will continue to call for peace in Palestine. This as the world has commemorated the UN International Solidarity with the People of Palestine. International Relations and Cooperation Minister Naledi Pandor has been bestowed with a prestigious award to honor her for highlighting the cause of Palestinians. Kylie Lekubalo filed this report.
Well, absolutely, quite a very important day here at the Freedom Park as South Africa, United Nations and many other diplomatic corps accredited here in Pretoria, marking the Palestine solidarity in terms of the International Day. And of course, South Africa's International Relations Minister Pandor just received as well a very prestigious accolade from the Palestinian for being one of those vociferous individuals about the predicament facing the Palestinians with the current occupation. The Minister joins us now. So Minister, first and foremost, quite a very important accolade for your activism. Let's get your fleeting reaction about today.
Well, as I said, I feel really humbled and very privileged, not just for myself, but for our country as well. I think our leaders have always maintained a very strong position of solidarity with the people of Palestine, and I regard this as a recognition of all the people and the leaders of South Africa.
And obviously, Minister, quite a very important issue that you raised about the human rights reports that you have seen Amnesty International, Human Rights Watch and many other important bodies raising the issue of the current situation, the flagrant violation of human rights and many other issues. And I know that South Africa has been talking about bringing this issue back into the international agenda.
Well, certainly. I mean, Palestine is on the international agenda, but we don't have sufficiently robust campaigns to ensure that we popularize through international solidarity the need for the people of Palestine to enjoy the freedom we enjoy and the civil rights that we enjoy as the people of South Africa. They contributed massively and stood with us in solidarity, as did many people in various parts of the world. So now that we're free, we cannot forget their struggle. We should join in, participate, campaign, picket, support, do whatever we can to agitate so that they enjoy freedom.
And as South Africa's top diplomat, Minister, obviously the independent panel report is out. There's a great deal of interest. I would imagine also the international community is curious as to what's happening in South Africa. Are you getting the calls from your counterparts?
Well, I think diplomacy tends to be rather more careful about, interfering or intervening when countries are going through various difficult times or processes. So while one or two colleagues have asked, I've indicated to them that we have a constitution in South Africa and we have the rule of law. And one of the things we are learning still as a new democracy is to allow processes to take their course and to respect that the rule of law must also take its course. Otherwise, you return to the injustice that was part of our history. So it's important that a process has been initiated. Let us allow it to take its course and not jump to conclusions or be too quick in reading one paragraph to assume the entirety is a conclusion. So I think we should respect that the process must unfold as is required by the rules of the National Assembly, by our constitutional framework, and by natural rules of justice in South Africa.
And just before I let you go, Minister, as a very high-ranking member of the ANC, quite a very important time for the governing party. We know that the national conference is coming up. Are you going to get any nominations? Are you keenly awaiting for those moments?
Well, I have no idea. I see that I'm not on the list of the 200 announced by the chair of the Electoral Committee. but we'll see what happens at the conference.
All right. Minister, thank you so much indeed. And I can see quite a very special accolade that you got today. So, Minister of International Relations and Cooperation in South Africa, Minister Pandor, talking about the significance of South Africa respecting, of course, the marking of the International Solidarity Day for the Palestinian, highlighting South Africa's position, how they support the two-state solution. Khumalo, SABC News, Pretoria.